How to deal with modern women in the city who are bitter and used to simps.
Dealing with modern women. Well, that sounds like some dude that watches a lot of red pill stuff and just repeats the nomenclature that he hears. I say it all the time. You want to date somebody that's easygoing, easy to get along with. Part of the vetting process as a man is you got to vet not only the women in your life, but the people that you surround yourself with, your friends, your peer group, the people that you hang out with. And if you're hanging out with angry, cranky, bitter women, it's like, if you know she's angry, cranky, and bitter, why the fuck would you make a date with her? That's stupid. You're not going to fix her. Just because you have 3% man doesn't mean you're going to change a chick that's messed up or has daddy issues or whatever. It's if she's not nice to you, easygoing, easy to get along with, if she's a cranky Karen, it's like, let her go fuck somebody else's life up. You should not be wasting your time with somebody who's unpleasant. That's just dumb. You got to have some common sense. You got to think. And part of what he's saying is that's his belief. In other words, this is modern women. They're all cranky and bitter. It's like, no, you're hanging out with cranky and bitter people. You are who you associate with. And as a man, if you're constantly attracting cranky, bitter, angry women, well, then that tells me that the vibe that you're giving off and the people that you hang out with are cranky, angry, and bitter and not happy people. And before you even date, you got to get to a place where you're happy as a man, where you enjoy your time alone, you enjoy your friends. And because if you're not proud of yourself, you're not proud of your life, you're certainly not going to get a woman excited about it. And you want to share your completeness with a woman who also is complete, somebody that pays her bills on time, has a good attitude, loves her dad, loves her mom, respects her father, doesn't berate or belittle or talk down or talk bad about her dad. Her dad should be a man she respects. Because if you date a woman, and I run into this a lot, I had a couple phone sessions this week with guys that were having difficulty with some women that they were dating. And, at first they're like, well, she's got a good relationship with her parents. Her parents have been together. I was like, well, tell me about the relationship. Does the mother respect the father, or does she browbeat and berate him? He's like, well, mother tends to browbeat the father because he's kind of soft, and in essence, he's a beta male, and he gets pushed around. And so the woman he's dating, who is the mother's daughter, obviously, she gets cranky. She's nasty. She berates him. So she was taught by her mother not to respect men. She doesn't respect her own father. So she doesn't respect her dad. She ain't going to respect you. She doesn't respect men in general. And that's part of the vetting process. It's like, to me, this shit's common sense. I mean, I understood this stuff a long time ago, but I've been studying self-help since I was a teenager. But I see a lot of guys, especially the dudes in the red pill community, because you see their comments, is they're always complaining about modern women. It's if you're constantly attracting the same kind of people into your life, it's your problem. You're the one that's doing that. So you gotta do some self-analysis and some self-reflection. It's like, what's the vibe you're putting out there? Are you hanging out with angry, unhappy people? Because if you're hanging out with people that are happy and fun, it's like if you saw the videos we did last year with my English girlfriend Katie from the book. It's like she's always nice. She's always in a good mood. Her parents are like that. Her parents absolutely worship one another. They respect one another. They talk things out calmly. Both the daughters absolutely adore their father and look up to their father and admire their father. They seek out his counsel. They trust his leadership. And they all treat him with respect. And so does the wife. So does the mother. Because if none of the women in the family treat the father with respect, you can pretty much bet that they're not going to respect the men that they're with. And again, most people are not going to be like that. Maybe people in your life, but I only have people in my life that are nice to me. And people in the past who weren't nice to me, they're not in my life anymore. And if you have people that are not nice to you, or you're constantly dating women that aren't nice, and that's you. You're doing, wherever you're fishing, wherever you're catching your fish, you're obviously fishing in a sewer instead of a nice place where nice people hang out. Another thing that I noticed is, like, I became more successful when I was younger, is that people that tended to have money tended to be more successful. They had money to join a country club or a golf club or a yacht club or any kind of private club or even a really nice gym. People that have money and do better, they tend to eat healthier. They tend to be more respectful. They tend to be more gentlemanly and womanly or ladylike, if you will. and they tend to be more optimistic. They're more welcoming. They're more friendly. They're more outgoing. It's and it's a big part is because they have more than enough. You can't give away what you don't have for yourself. If you're angry, you're pissed off, and you're bitter, you're going to continue to attract other people that are on that level. And as a human being, you want to hang out with people that are better than you, that are more successful, in better shape. Maybe they're smarter in business, or they're smarter in life, or they have the kind of relationship that you'd like to have. Like attracts like. People that like the same things tend to like each other. And just going, oh, well, modern women are all like this. It's typically those guys are bitter and angry, and they're on the dating apps, and they're constantly meeting and trying to date broken women because a lot of them have social anxiety issues, or they're just uncomfortable approaching women in public. They're not very social, and so they're on the dating apps. And it's like you're just going to have a higher incidence of people that are fucked up and got problems on a dating app versus just meeting them in your daily life. It's like the most people, when they date, they meet people through work, or they meet people through their social group, maybe just going over to a friend's on the weekend to join them for a barbecue and to watch some football or some basketball or hockey. You know, we're in the middle of the playoffs for basketball and hockey this time of the year. And so people that entertain, people that are family oriented, they tend to do family type things. They're not out bar hopping or club hopping or hanging out with a bunch of shallow people that they're trying to impress. They're just like, hey, come over, hang out, meet my girlfriend, meet my wife, come hang out with the kids, bring your kids over, bring your nieces and nephews. You know, a bunch of the neighbors are coming over and they're bringing their kids. We're all going to grill out and barbecue and root for our teams and have a good time. And you know, it's all really boils down to your social circle and what you do for fun and who you hang out with.
Yeah, last thing you want is for your mental health to get ruined over someone who has problems and who's frustrating. You're honestly better off being alone than dating someone who's only going to make it worse for you.
It's better to be alone than in bad company. It's like I can feel for this guy. It's who he's hanging out with. Maybe he's an angry, unhappy person. And so the only type of people he's going to vibe with, or who's going to women that are going to feel safe around him, are women that are also angry and pissed off because they have the same body language, they have the same physiology, they're giving off the same kind of vibe. And so what he really should do would be, because you're going to do your best work when you're in a peaceful and relaxed state. And so whatever is stressing him out, he's got to work on creating a life and a lifestyle that supports and enhances his ability to be in a calm, relaxed state. Because when you're in a calm and relaxed state, that's a state of abundance. That's a state of well being. That's a state of health. And so, women that are in that kind of vibe and that environment and were raised in that environment, they resonate with calm people because they were raised in a calm environment. That's what's normal to them. And so if they get around you and you're in a calm state, they're going to feel safe with you. If they get around you and you're a fucking jack in the box, then you're going to repulse all the kind of women that deep down you really want because you're not giving off the same vibe. You're just vibrationally, you're not a match and you will repulse them. So really you need to do the work on yourself, get to a happy place, a place where you love your life, you love your social life, you love what you're doing when you're not working, and you're in a calm and relaxed state most of the time. And if you're in a calm and relaxed state, you will attract other people that are also in calm and relaxed states. It's just a fact of life. It's a universal principle. That's science. Like attracts like. Water seeks its own level. You are who you associate with.